So, welcome back to the third and the concluding day of Sambhav 2020, organized by Alpna. Now, in this session, we have a very informative session by Haley, who is from Australia, and she works very closely with children and people with disabilities, and she uses music as therapy. Well, this is the third and concluding day of Sambhav, as I just mentioned. Sambhav this time, like all other previous annual events, is a huge event in the sense that we have 15 countries participating in this, and we have like 23 or 26 groups which are from international countries and also from 9 states of India. So all these artists with disabilities have been getting this huge platform of Sambhav to display their talent. Haley has earlier been to our function, to our event, and she's a well-known musician of Australia. And it was a pleasure having her here amongst us. And this association, I hope, will continue in the future also. Well, talking about Alpana. Alpana is the Association for Learning Performing Arts and Normative Action, and it was founded by Guru Alpana Nayak, an eminent Odissi dancer and guru. Its vision is to facilitate holistic human development. For years, it has been training the differently abled children as well as adults in various forms of performing arts and normative action. It not only develops their overall personality, but also gives them confidence to face the world. We have been successfully organizing seminars and conferences, workshops, and performances of different art forms. Talking about music therapy, well, Haley has been using this therapy for the well-being of her clients. Sound healing therapy, or the music therapy, uses aspects of music to improve physical and emotional health and well-being. Research has linked music to a number of health benefits, from boosting immune system to lowering the stress level to improving the overall well-being. Now, coming to Haley, let me introduce her briefly. She's a contemporary folk singer, songwriter, and music teacher. She is the founder and director of a performing and teaching studio, Music Studio 60, based in Australia. Haley composed and arranged Incredible and released this song in January 2020 under her former stage name, that was Ella King. Having performed as part of Sambhav in 2014 with Salubrious Productions of Australia, who continually keep coming to our events, Haley is here once again to be part of Sambhav 2020. So let's take advantage of her expertise, of her skill in music therapy.
Hi everyone, my name's Hayley from Music Studio 60 here in Australia, and with me I have Natalie Bryant, who's going to be my assistant this morning. Today we're doing a workshop on how to be good singers. So I'm going to start by doing some warm-up exercises. First thing we need to look at is good posture. So Natalie is going to draw for us on the board something that might look like good posture. So to have good posture, we need to make sure that we're standing up nice and straight, our arms are beside, and our shoulders are nice and back and down and relaxed. And also we need to make sure that our knees are not locked back, because if our knees are locked back, then that causes tension through our whole body. So just nice and relaxed knees, and standing like that, and that is good posture. So Now we need to look at breathing, because breathing is really essential for good singing, because without breath we lose the sound when we sing. So we're going to look at some different breathing exercises. Now I like to explain breathing as like a big balloon. So Natalie's going to draw a big balloon for us on the whiteboard here. And this balloon symbolises taking the breath in, because when you take the breath in, your diaphragm expands, and your diaphragm is like your stomach area, this sort of area here. And so you take a breath in and that expands, so it's like blowing up a big balloon. And as you breathe out, it comes back to your spine. It goes in, and it's like when you let go of a balloon and it flies across the room and the air comes out of the balloon. That's a bit like what breathing is like when we sing. So we're going to do some exercises now to help us learn how to breathe properly. The first one is on a S sound, and Natalie will draw for us the S. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a breath in, fill up that balloon, and we're going to let it out slowly on the S sound. So taking the breath in, good. Can we try that one more time? So taking the breath in, filling up that balloon. Good. This time we're going to try it on an SH sound. So Natalie will draw the letters SH for us. And we're going to do exactly the same exercise. So we're going to take a breath in. Good, we're going to do it one more time, taking the breath in. That's really, really good. Really, really good, Natalie. Next one we're going to do is which is the letter F. So Natalie's going to draw the letter F for us. And we're going to take a breath in again, same as we did last time, and breathe out using that sound. So take a breath in. Excellent. Let's do it one more time, taking the breath in. Yeah, that's really, really good. Now, one of the important things when we sing is rhythm. And so we're now going to add in some rhythm with our breathing. So we're going to start on the S sound again. And we're going to do 3 simple pulses. S, s, s. And Natalie will draw those for us on the board. 3 S's. S, s, s. And when we do that S sound, again, we take the breath in. But this time, our diaphragm area does a little bounce. It's like bouncing a ball. So you take that breath in, and it sort of bounces up and down a little bit. Imagine your stomach bouncing up and down, or you're laughing really, really loudly. It's got that feel. So we take a breath in, And one more time, take a breath in. Good, now we're going to do exactly the same thing, but this time using the SH sound. Shh, shh, shh. So we take our breath in. Shh, shh, shh. And one more time. Shh, shh, shh. Now we do it using the f sound. Taking the breath in, going f, f, f. So the same exercise. Okay, so let's take our breath in. And one more time. Excellent. Now there's just one more thing that I'd like to show you in our breathing exercises, and that is called a lip bubble. And what we do, we make this sound, but we use a scale. And today we're going to use quite a big scale. And we're going to use that scale and we're going to go up and down on a lip bubble. So the same thing, we're going to have to take the breath, fill up that balloon, and then we let it out on a lip bubble. So let's try that. Now, if you can't do the lip bubble, because that can be quite difficult for some people prefer to do a tongue trill. So you can do whatever one works for you. But for today, we're going to do the lip bubble. So let's take a breath. Going up the scale. Going back down. Last one. Excellent. So there's some of the exercises that we do to practice our breathing. We now move on to vowel sounds. Now, vowel sounds are really important with singing. And one of the things, particularly if we're learning to sing classically, is we learn to lengthen our vowel sounds. So today I'm going to show you just 3 vowel sounds. There's more vowel sounds than that, but we're just going to show you 3 simple vowel sounds. U, A, and I. So we're going to start with the U sound. Natalie's going to draw the symbol for us on the board. Ooh. And when we do the ooh sound, we want to really push our lips forward a little bit. Ooh. So we get that nice ooh sound. And we're just going to do a simple 5-note scale going up and down. Here we go. Ooh. Going down. Good, now we're going to still stay on this same vowel sound, ooh, and we're going to do this scale. 3 notes, 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Taking your breath in, ooh, going up, there's just one more exercise that we can do on this vowel sound. Earlier we did those lip bubbles with that big scale. Well, we're going to do the same thing now on an oo sound. Ooh. Here we go. So we can take the breath in. Ooh. Going down. Very good. So they are just some exercises that you can practice when we're doing the oo sound. Now we're going to move to a different vowel. And this vowel is a more open vowel, and it's ah. Ah. So it's important that we have a nice relaxed jaw and that our mouth is nice and relaxed as well. Ah. And one of the things that we want to do as well is to have a nice open throat. Ah. Sometimes we yawn before we do the ah. Because that kind of opens that throat. Yes, that's right, Natalie, doing that big yawn. Yes, yes. So that's what we do. So we want that ah, that nice open ah. And sometimes as well, what can help is just to rest the tongue just behind your bottom teeth a little bit, nice and gently, nice and rest it nice there, nice and gently. So we're going to do exactly the same exercise as we did with the oo sound, but now we're going to use the ah sound. Taking the breath. Very good. Okay, so now we're doing the 3-note scales. Here we go. So we take the breath in. Going down. Very good. Now we're going to do our really big scale like we did on the oo sound. So we take our breath in and ooh. Thank you, Natalie. That was the right one. Here we go again. Going down. last one. Ah. Very good. Okay, now our final vowel that we're going to look at for now is an I sound. One thing that's really important when we sing is to smile. So we put a smile on our face when we sing. And we're going to do this I sound. So we want a nice, bright sound when we do I. It's almost like an I sound. I. When we say the word it, we want that I sound. I. So we're going to do our same scales again, but on an I sound. Going down. Very good. Now we do our 3 notes, 1, 3, and 5. Still making sure that we have a nice smile on our face and nice bright sound. Here we go, taking the breath. Very good. Our last one, which was again that nice big scale, this time on an I sound, but again having that nice smile. I. Here we go. And going down. Very, very good. So they are just some exercises that we can do to help us warm up our voice each time before we sing. I'm going to now teach you a song. This song is called Scarborough Fair. It's a traditional song. And we're going to do it line by line. So let me tell you the words first. So it's, are you going to Scarborough Fair? If Natalie will repeat after me. So are you going
to Scarborough Fair?
That's it. So you join in when Natalie says it. So I'll say the words. Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme.
Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme.
Remember, let me start that again. Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
So we'll break it down into little bits like that. So the tune goes, are you going to Scarborough Fair? Sing along with Natalie.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Okay, so that's the first bit. Then it's parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Okay, so one way then we learn songs is then we put those two lines together. So it goes like this. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary.
Then we close, no, after this?
thyme. So sing it with Natalie. Here we go. Are you going to Scarborough Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Okay. Remember me to one who lives there. Remember
Remember
me to one who lives there. Remember me to one who lives there. Sing this. Remember me to one who lives there. Okay, so then we add that line onto the other line. So we'll just sing that again. Remember me to one who lives there. Remember me to one who lives there. So now let's put those three lines together, going from are you going to Scarborough Fair? Here we go. And are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. Then the last bit is, she once was a true love of mine. She once was a true love of mine. She once was a true love of mine. We'll do that one more time. She once was a true love of mine. So that is the first verse. So I'm going to teach you the first verse and then I'm going to sing the rest. Okay? So then you can sing that with me. And there's 3 verses to the song. There's the first verse and then there's 2 other verses which I'll sing and then we go back to the first verse again. But let's go through it one more time. So the words are you going to Scarborough Fair? Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Parsley, sage,
Rosemary and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine.
She once was a true love of mine.
So let's now sing together this verse and just sing along as best as you can. Here we go. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Very good, very good. Okay, so this time we're going to sing it all the way through. So I will sing, you'll sing with me for this first verse. Then there are 2 more verses and then we'll go back to the first verse again. Are you going fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Tell her to make me a cambric shirt. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Without no seam nor needlework, then she'll be a true love of mine. To buy me an acre of land. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Between the salt water and the sea strand, then she'll be a true love of mine. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Sing along with me. Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Remember me to one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. She once was a true love of mine. So that's our song for today. So take that away and practice that first verse. So today we have learnt about posture, and Natalie drew us the posture shape. We learnt about breathing, which is filling up that big balloon, taking that nice big breath in and letting it go. We did various exercises on breathing using the S sound, S, the SH sound, sh, the F sound, and we also added rhythm into that using 3 simple pulses. S, 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 sh, 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 f, f, f. Then we did our lip bubble exercise using the scale. And if you found that lip bubble difficult, you could do the tongue trill. Then we went and did our vowel sounds, our oo sound, and we used 3 different exercises to do oo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We then did the same on the ah vowel, making sure that we had that nice open space. Ah, 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 ah. We then went to the I sound and we had that nice smile on the I. E, 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 E. And then we finished off learning Scarborough Fair. I hope that you've enjoyed today's workshop and that you've learnt something from it, and that you're able to take away just a few little techniques on how to sing better. Thank you very much, everyone. My name is Hayley from Music Studio 60 in Australia, and I hope that you enjoy this workshop.
So this is the 3-day international Sambhav event, which is being organized on the virtual mode. And you were just watching music therapy workshop from Haley from Australia. We have a lot of things coming up during the day. We'll be signing an MOU with Nisya, and then there'll be the Sambhav Samman given to eminent Bharatanatyam exponent and guru, Srimati Kanaka Sudhakar. And then, of course, we'll have international performances by the disabled people from different parts of the country and also from across the world. So please join us again at 1:30 for our next program.